Hey, Pi family! If you're watching this, you're probably wondering the same thing I am. Is Pi Network finally ready to prove itself to the world? Or are we witnessing the beginning of its biggest test yet? Here's what just happened. For the first time in Pi Network's entire history, both founders Dr. Nicholas and Dr. Cheng Diao stood together on a public stage in Seoul, sending a clear message that they're ready to step out of the shadows. But here's the shocking part that nobody's talking about. On that exact same day, Pi token crashed 50%, creating the most contradictory moment in Pi's history. You know what this tells me? We're at the most critical crossroads Pi Network has ever faced. And the next few months will literally determine whether our years of mining and waiting pay off, or whether we've been chasing a dream that can't survive in the real market. I've been covering Pi through all the highs and lows, and I'm going to give you my brutally honest take on what this historic moment really means for your Pi holdings. Make sure you follow my Telegram and Facebook pages linked in the description, because this is where the real conversations happen, and you need to stay connected with what's really going on behind the scenes. You know what gave me chills? Watching Dr. Nicholas Kakalis and Dr. Cheng Diao Fan step onto that stage together in Seoul for the first time ever. I mean, we've been following this project for years, and seeing them finally appear together publicly felt like watching history in the making. The community member Zoe did an amazing job hosting this event, and having Stephanie Moore there as chief advisor just showed how serious the team is about community engagement. What really got to me was seeing pioneers who actually traveled from different countries just to be there. That's the kind of dedication that gives me hope about this project. My honest opinion, this public appearance tells me the team is finally ready to be more transparent and visible. After years of working behind the scenes, this feels like they're confident enough in their progress to step into the spotlight. That's a good sign, but I also think it's long overdue. You know what really messed with my head? While I'm watching this historic moment unfold, Pi token is literally crashing 50% on the same day. Like, how does that even happen? Here's the community celebrating unity and progress, and the market is basically saying, we don't care. It hit me that this perfectly shows the two different worlds Pi Network exists in right now. The passionate community world where we believe in the vision, and the harsh trading world where numbers and liquidity talk. My honest take. This crash actually worried me more than I'd like to admit. It shows that despite all our community excitement, the market fundamentals are still shaky. Thin liquidity, limited exchange access, and migration concerns are real problems that celebration events can't fix. The team needs to address these market realities, not just focus on community building. You know what I found fascinating? Learning that both founders have PhDs from Stanford. That's not just impressive, that's next-level credibility in the crypto space. Dr. Nicholas handles all the tech stuff, making sure our network stays secure, while Dr. Cheng Diao focuses on making the app actually usable for regular people like us. But here's what really struck me. They shared that they got rejected 46 times before Pi took off. Man, that takes serious determination and belief in your vision. My honest perspective, the Stanford connection definitely adds legitimacy, and hearing about those 46 rejections actually makes me respect them more. It shows they're not just riding a wave, they've been grinding and believing in this when nobody else would. But I also think their academic background might make them slower to adapt to market demands compared to more business-focused crypto teams. You know what sets Pi apart in my mind? The founders keep talking about real utility instead of just price pumps. They want Pi to actually be useful in a whole ecosystem of apps and services, not just something people trade for quick profits. Dr. Cheng Diao is speaking at Token 2049 about crypto's societal impact, which tells me they're thinking way bigger than most projects out there. My real thoughts: I love this long-term vision, but sometimes I wonder if they're being too idealistic. The crypto market rewards hype and quick gains, and while I respect their principles, I worry they're not moving fast enough to keep community interest. We need some short-term wins to maintain momentum while building for the long term. You know what that 50% crash really showed me? All those issues we've been talking about, limited liquidity, few exchange listings, migration uncertainties, they're not just technical problems, they're affecting real people's investments. The wave of liquidations and panic selling revealed how fragile our market position still is, even with millions of users mining Pi. My brutally honest opinion, this crash was a reality check that hurt to watch. While we're celebrating community milestones, traders are dealing with real financial losses. The The team needs to prioritize exchange listings and liquidity solutions, not just community events. Our passionate user base means nothing if the token can't maintain stable value. You know what still amazes me about Pi Network? The sheer dedication of our community. Seeing people travel internationally just to witness the founders together shows we have something special that most crypto projects would kill for. This isn't just about making money. People genuinely believe in Pi's mission to democratize cryptocurrency access. My personal view, this community loyalty is Pi's greatest asset and also its biggest vulnerability. We're so passionate that sometimes we overlook legitimate concerns. Our dedication is admirable, but it must be balanced with critical thinking, because while the team has earned loyalty, they now need to deliver results. Dr. Cheng Diao's upcoming speech at Token 2049 is crucial, as it could open doors to exchange listings, partnerships, and institutional interest if she addresses market concerns clearly. If not, skepticism about Pi's viability may deepen. Right now, Pi Network exists in two worlds: an optimistic community and a struggling market weighed down by liquidity, credibility, and stability issues. And this split cannot last forever. The next 6 months must focus on real progress like KYC completions, smooth migrations, working apps, regulatory compliance, and especially major exchange listings. Because without these concrete steps, it's fair to question Pi's long-term future, no matter how passionate the community remains. You know what the Seoul meetup really taught me? Pi Network has incredible potential and genuine community support, but it's at a critical crossroads. The founders have shown they can build a massive user base and maintain long-term vision, but now they need to prove they can execute in the real market. This historic appearance could mark the beginning of Pi's mainstream breakthrough, or it could be remembered as the moment when community optimism peaked before reality set in. My bottom line, I'm still cautiously optimistic about Pi Network, but my patience isn't unlimited. The team has earned the benefit of the doubt through years of consistent development, but they need to start delivering market results, not just community events. If Token 2049 doesn't lead to concrete progress within a few months, I think we all need to seriously reassess our expectations. The community deserves better than endless promises. We need real results. Look, I know this was a lot to process, and maybe not all sunshine and rainbows like some other Pi content out there, but I believe you deserve honest analysis, not just hype. If this real talk was valuable to you, smash that like button. It tells me you want more honest Pi Network coverage. Drop a comment with your thoughts on the founder's appearance and what you think needs to happen next, and definitely subscribe because I promise to keep giving you the unfiltered truth about Pi Network, good or bad. Don't forget to follow my Telegram and Facebook pages for daily updates and real conversations with fellow pioneers who aren't afraid to ask tough questions.